Hey guys, what's up? Medic Steve here. So today I received my Galco vertical holster system. It's really nice stuff. The leather's really constructed well. There's a couple different versions, as you can see. I purchased the Miami Classic, so there's different kinds. Basically, mine is the vertical, up and down. The barrel points straight down. Here are the tie down straps, so if you're interested in keeping your holster more secure to your body, you can do that with those straps. So what comes in the box is you got your tie down, you got your shoulder holster, basically what goes around your shoulders right here. And everything's really nice. There you go. Got the nice, very nice leather. Fix the light a little bit. Alright. So you can see inside. See how well it's constructed. Here you got your mag pouch. Buttons are strong, nice, and everything's sturdy. Everything's stamped. You got your little serial number. You got your Galco logo. Even comes with a certificate of authenticity that you basically have some steer hide. Yeah. Also has an instruction manual. It gives you the rundown, what you gotta do. You can watch a couple videos on YouTube as well. Galco actually has a couple videos that you can watch where they basically give you the breakdown on how to fasten your harness, how to get it all put together. Let me turn this around. I accidentally had it upside down. There we go. So there you go. That shows you step-by-step process on how to get your shoulder harness and your holster, mag pouch, everything connected together. Let's go ahead and set this aside. You know, these tie down straps. Here are your screws. I purchased an extra set just in case, so it doesn't come with two sets. It only has one set. Excuse me. Same as the other box, it does come with an instruction manual. Basically almost the same, identical almost. It just shows you the same stuff. On the bottom right hand side, you'll see the instructions for the tie down straps. I'll go and set this aside now. Alright, here we got the everything down on the table, laid out. The harness, you got your flathead screwdriver, because you're going to need that soon. And what you're going to want to do is basically going to go and loop those tie downs, or a harness through the belt buckles, or the buckles. Now you don't want to completely fasten them, otherwise it's going to be sort of hard to adjust them when you actually have the system on you. So just go ahead and slide him through there. Boom. And you're going to want that Galco logo to be facing you. I know it's not facing me right now, but it's basically like in front of the camera as if you were facing the harness. So you want to be able to read that. You don't want it upside down. You go and loop that through again. Boom. And that's that step right there. So you're gonna end up wanting to get a buddy, somebody to help you out with adjustments, because it's gonna be super hard to do it by yourself. Alright, so after I got my adjustments set up, basically got them in there, everything's fitted, you're gonna want to try to test them out for about a week or two, because it's not gonna really be perfect the first time around. Go. Go and do the same thing on the other side. Now I have these, like I said, these are adjusted to my fitting. Everybody's going to be different, so try not to manipulate the belts too much while you're fastening them, otherwise they will lose their place. Make sure that Galco logo is facing you, that you can read it. You're gonna want to make sure that you do that in the beginning. So now it's fastened. Alright, next we are gonna go ahead and grab our screws and our flathead Phillips screwdriver, flathead screwdriver. But before I end up doing that, just one more little test. Go ahead and just try it on. Like I said, it's not going to be perfect the first time around. But ultimately what you're going to want to have is that Galco logo that I was speaking about earlier. You're going to want that centered on your back. Between your shoulder blades, to be more specific. And with these extra straps right here, you don't have to worry about that. You can cut them off or you can keep them on. We'll be using the screws in a little while to actually to fasten them. So as you can see, I have to crouch down. It is adjusted to the center of my back. And as you can see, actually right there on my right side, the belt's a little loose. I didn't realize that. I ended up having to adjust it. I did that off screen because I didn't want to have to do it over again on screen. But like I said, you're not going to get it right the first time around because it is a little bit of a process to get it adjusted. Excuse me. Alright. So with that being said, I have it adjusted. Now it's time to fasten the screws. So let's go ahead and grab our screws. Here we are. Go ahead and grab your flathead. Just go ahead and pop those puppies in. And when I filmed this, I filmed it fairly quick. You know, I probably could have taken a little bit more time, but my focus was getting the whole system put together, and could have been a little bit more patient. But what I ended up doing is just adjusting these things off screen. You can actually see the gist of what I'm doing here on screen, and that's okay. So we'll keep working with what I have, the footage that I have here. So you're going to want to line these holes up. Grab your screw, pop them through the holes. Go ahead and screw that in. As you can see, I was trying to make it perfect. These little adjustments you can actually do later when you get the screws fastened. I was being a little anal about it, and as you can see, I'm sort of fumbling with the belts. See, as you can see, like I said, I already had to adjust it, and I ended up having to fix it off screen later, but that's okay. I'm most likely gonna have to fix it again, like, probably wearing it. I've read some reviews where it's gonna take maybe about a week to get comfortable with it, till it fits your size and your body build and everything like that. But we're just focusing on how to get the system put together and just showing you how the leather is and how it was built and the quality of it. There are a lot of videos on how to put this together on YouTube. I watched a couple, still made a couple mistakes, but like I said, I fixed them off screen. I won't really point out the mistakes, maybe you guys can catch them, but there was slight mistakes that from me trying to set it up too fast, I overlooked some stuff. So with that being said, everything's good to go still. So fasten the screws, give them a little tighten them down. Alright, the fourth screw is tightened. There we go. So basically, in a nutshell, that's roughly how you do it. You see the quality is good, nice screws, beautiful harness, beautiful holster, beautiful mag pouch, everything is just nice. Alright, now we can go ahead and start fitting things in. It's going to be your first time putting this in, so everything's going to be a little tight. There's a couple methods on how to stretch the leather, and you could put it in a plastic Ziploc bag and shove it in there and let it sit for about 16 to 24 hours to make it stretch out. But I might have to do that. It feels pretty secure. It feels pretty good. So I might just leave it like that. Like I said, you have to test it out for about a week to see how it feels for you. The mag pouch was a little tight. Like, you can see I'm having a little bit of issues trying to get them in. But that can be solved with the same method as before, but they actually ended up clipping down and locking, so I think just after a week or so they'll be stretched out on its own without having to manipulate it in any other way. Third mag is just for the weapon itself, but I'm not going to be loading that at the moment. You can go ahead and just try this on now. Or actually, first I'll just show you how it looks with everything secured in there. That little hole right there, that's going to be for your tie down for your belt. And here are the tie downs that attach to your belt. And, unfortunately, when I purchased these, I purchased it pretty quick. I was at work and I realized that now that I have to return them because I purchased the wrong ones. These are for the Miami Classic, but they're not for the Miami Classic vertical holster system. So as you can see right here, I'm a little confused, like as to how I'm supposed to connect it. So I was like, what's going on? But I realized I purchased the wrong one. You could still make it work, but I don't like making things work Mickey Mouse. I wanted to do it the correct way. I paid for a nice shoulder holster. I'm not gonna sit there and, you know, pussyfoot around and all this nonsense. So I'm just gonna return it and just wait for them to come in the mail. So as it is right now, they're pretty good. The only problem is that without those tie down straps, they can be a little loose, meaning, like, see how it looks nice standing up, but if you were to bend over to pick anything up, as you can see, the weapon dips forward. And I'm fine with that, but like, let's say if you were to be wearing a jacket or anything like that, it just slips out. And you can see right here, it's just a little still tight. So I might have to do that method what I was talking about earlier about putting it in a plastic bag and just letting it loosen up a little bit. But other than that, it looks pretty good. It's a nice system. Turn around, let you see how it looks. Oops. But it is constructed very nice. One more time. But alright, guys.